Last weekend we held the Find and Fund workshop, and at the end of the workshop I interviewed Owen Robinson, who's been in the programme for about 18 months to 2 years, and talked about his background and the success that he's had with the programme of building up a pipeline of development sites. The Find and Fund workshop is simply about how you find land, off-market land, and how you fund it. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link in the description below how you can join us. This is simply to book a discovery call, or you can simply put in the comments below find, and I will contact you. If you haven't subscribed to this video, this channel should I say, then please subscribe now. And with that said, we will move on to the interview with Owen. So Owen, you started to become interested in property development, but clearly, obviously, you weren't born being interested in property development. So kind of what's your sort of like journey up to becoming an aspiring property developer?
Really, obviously, it probably comes from my background is obviously as an electrician. So obviously, I did an apprenticeship when I was younger, always been working on sites, and throughout the years, I've gone in charge of running sites for large houses, millionaire houses. And I really enjoyed that side of it, the new build side of it, and you get to see what you can create. It's that process of what you can create in a new build that I really started to enjoy. And obviously as I got older, I got a family, and because I had that interest in property, I started looking at how can I support my family. So I buy-to-lets, so I bought some buy-to-lets, bought some HMOs. It wasn't no one else. I always want to get some money to support a family, but I wasn't working fast enough. The buy-to-let's quite slow to do, it's quite painful for the return you get. And through lockdown, I was thinking, well, what else can I do? What else can I do that can enhance what I'm going to do with my family, free up my time and actually get some more money? So, I've always had an interest in the new build stuff, creating something of my own. So, I looked at, obviously started watching YouTube videos and saw you on there. We like the content you had. You weren't trying to sell anything. You were given the highs and the lows, and that's where I obviously looked at this course and obviously signed up. But it's what this course can give me was what the real appeal was. Not just financial freedom, but give me some time back basically. Okay. Because everyone's life is busy and mine's extremely busy. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that was basically how I got involved with it.
And I understand you, although not property development courses, you've done other property development courses in the past. And so what was the sort of things that you were maybe watching out or looking for? Because obviously somebody who's been on several courses, there's probably some of the good stuff and there's this kind of bad.
The first few courses obviously it's very much sales driven, which this one wasn't. This is all about the content and the support. So I was looking for where the big sales pitch come in. So I was aware of that. And in the previous ones, they've given you the highs. They've never shown you the lows, and that was a big thing. Because you go away afterwards and you do the things they told you to do, and you get smashed into the ground. You weren't expecting that. That wasn't part of the course. Yeah. So this is more down to reality. This is this is your journey. It's hard work. It's not going to be straightforward, but the rewards are much greater for the hard work. So yeah, that's been my experience with this course compared to others, certainly. Okay.
And have you experienced any obstacles in like since you joined?
Personally, obviously, down to time, it's been a challenge. You only get a certain amount of time. Obviously, I've got a young family. Obviously, I have a business and my own job as well. So, only a couple of hours. I'm quite time poor, really. But I've been able to do this in the evenings. Challenge-wise, it's, I suppose. You have to allow for the learning process. So, you instantly want to go and find sites and you want to find landowners. It's going to that realization that actually this does take time to understand what you're doing. It's not, you can't just learn it overnight. It does take practice and it does take a lot of detail, going through the details to actually get the processes right. And it all works out. There's a reason the process is there. It's because it has to work that way. You can't shortcut it. So that was probably a challenge I wasn't expecting. Everyone wants to go and find land. Yeah, there's more to it than that, which I would never have known, just without doing this course.
Yeah. Okay.
But challenge-wise, if there has been challenges, everyone always worries about the deal. You get the money for the deal, but obviously doing this course has helped me find investors and different ways of doing that. So actually, that's actually, if I'm honest with you, been a relatively easy part for me to actually get investment for the deal. So,
and why do you think you've been able to get investors if you think that's a relatively easy part of it?
Some of it is obviously because the relationship I have with some of the investors. I've worked for some of them. They have done previous work with me for my buy-to-let stuff. But it's generally, it's particularly the workbook we use in this process. It's a really powerful tool. Yeah, it's so detailed, and it's done in such a way it breaks it down in an easy way to follow. So even someone that knows nothing about this business can actually understand it, come through the whole process with you, and understand exactly how you've come to the figures and how safe those numbers are. And you've built in obviously contingencies and safety nets, so that they feel safe enough to invest with you. So I think, but yeah, that's the workbook is absolutely a real key tool for me. I love it. It's fantastic.
Okay, and you've been doing this for, like, you've been involved with Build and Prosper for what sort of like period of time?
I suppose it'll be coming to 2 years. I expect now.
Okay.
Obviously, I would like to when I first joined. Oh yeah, next year I'll be building a house and that'll be it. But I didn't know anything about the process at that point. It is, not a slow burner. You get out of what you put in, definitely. It's taken lots of hours of looking through, searching for maps, searching for gaps in land, different opportunities, because there's lots of different ways to find land, and it's trying them all out, and then eventually you start getting the rewards back, and you start building a pipeline up, and suddenly you're away. Suddenly it starts to click.
Okay.
There are moments where I thought, oh God, is this working? I've sent all the letters out, nothing's coming back, and suddenly it starts clicking. You don't realise, but you are still learning. So at the beginning, all the plots I find are absolutely rubbish. I look back at them now, and they're absolutely terrible. They'd never get planned. But now, as you come through the process, you learn obviously what's going to be a good plot, what's going to be a bad plot, and actually what would you actually areas that actually going to put your time into, which plots are actually more valuable.
Yeah.
So yeah, your quality of sites definitely goes up, and then your hit ratio seems to go up as well.
Right. And you've had quite a bit of success, haven't you?
Yeah. So yeah, so we've got two plots going for planning at the moment. They're quite high GDVs for single plots. And off the back of those, they've actually got land attached to them, which we can develop as well afterwards. And then there's, I'd say, a pipeline of 6 plots so far that people are, expressed interest with, or we're doing offers for as well at the same time. So yeah, the future is looking very good if we can get all those all signed up as well. So
and when you say you've got 6 plots, are these multiple sites that have got multiple plots on them? Or,
yeah, that's it. Yeah. They range from, some of them are single plots, some are 9 houses. The potential, there's about three of them actually could be sort of 10 to 15 houses plus. One could be a lot larger. So yeah, you start off thinking, I just want to start with one, but you'll find it does snowball quite quickly to some of these areas.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, so there's all sorts of variety of size plots coming through.
And where do you kind of see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
So obviously, being an electrician, I enjoy the job, but I prefer to do the managing side of things. So I'd like to be obviously project managing all these developments. It'd be nice to think that in 5 years' time, I'm big enough that I don't always have to be there full time. I can actually pull away and start building on that pipeline still, so I can keep on just developing basically, or buying land for future developments depending on the market. That would be the plan, just to quit my day job and just do this full time basically, and support my family and get them involved with it as well.
Yeah.
That'd be the dream. Be good.
Great. Well, thank you very much, and it's great to have you on board. Somebody who really puts the work in and gets results.
No,
Thanks very much, and I wish you all continued success.
Thank you very much.
So I hope you found that interesting. If you're interested in joining us on one of the Find and Fund workshops, then simply click on the link in the description below and book a discovery call. When you do that, you'll be sent out a brochure of the full program, and you'll be invited to take a quiz before we actually meet online. So with that said, if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, then please subscribe now. And sorry, there's noise of some boy racer outside that kind of put me off there. Anyway, so please subscribe, like and share this video, and until next week, I look forward to speaking to you then, and hope you have a great week. Bye bye.